The Psychic Spectacular is back in Pokemon Go, and in this video I will be going through all of the details for the event, including how to get the new Hatenna and Dynamax Beldum. I'll also be going through some tips and which event Pokemon are worth focusing on. So the event takes place from September 18th at 10 AM until the 22nd at 8 PM local time. Hatenna and its evolutions Hattrem and Hatterene will be making their debut alongside Dynamax Beldum. More on how to get these later. The bonuses for the event will be 2 times Catch Stardust, and you'll get an additional candy and chance for Candy XL for catching Pokemon with nice, great and excellent throws. In the wild for the event will be Ralts, Spoink, Gothita, Solosis, Elgium, Spritzy, Swirlix, Inkay, Morlul, and rarely will be the new Hatenna. In 7km eggs will be Mawile, Chingling, Esper and Hatenna. In field research for the event will be Gothita, Solosis, Elgium, Spritzy, Swirlix, Morlul and Hatenna. And all Morlul encountered from field research will have boosted shiny rates compared to those found in the wild. For the raids, in 1-star raids will be Galarian Slowpoke, Stunfisk, Darumaka, Meowth and Zigzagoon. In 3-star raids will be Azumarill, Galarian Weezing, Lucario and Garbodor. It's worth noting that there are no 1-star and 3-star raids specifically listed for the Psychic Spectacular, but these are the current 1-star and 3-star raids which will most likely stay for the event, but there is a chance that they could change when the event begins on the 8th. And if the raids do happen to change, I'll comment down below so that you know which raids to go after. In 5-star raids will be Groudon, which won't have any legacy moves, and you won't get primal energy from these raids either because they aren't primal raids. In Mega raids will be Mega Houndoom, and in 5-star Shadow raids will be Shadow Raikou on Saturdays and Sundays only. In 1-star max battles will be Wooloo, Squovat, Bulbasaur, Charmander and Squirtle, and making its debut in 3-star max battles will be Beldum. I will be going through which event Pokemon are worth focusing on later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. There will be an optional $2 ticket that will get you 1 incubator, 1 super incubator, 1 star piece, 15,000 XP and encounters with Morlul and Hatenna. There will be collection challenges rewarding Stardust, XP and encounters with Hatenna. There will also be event themed showcases to look out for as well. So with that said, how can you make the most out of this event? Well, this is a great event for Stardust gains because not only is there a 2 times Catch Stardust bonus, but we also have Morlul in the wild as a common spawn, and it is in field research tasks as well. And Morlul is a Stardust boosted Pokemon, meaning that it will give 500 Stardust per catch, which is 5 times the normal amount of Stardust from a standard catch. So this event is a great time to use star pieces when you're grinding catches. And another good tip is to run from any Morlul that you get from field research encounters, so they go into your research stack, and then you can catch all of them during this event with a star piece active, or you can wait for a 3 times Stardust community day to do so. And if you have any other Stardust boosted Pokemon in your research stack currently, this could be a good event to catch them. This event will also be a good time to grind some candy because you will be able to get more candy per catch depending on how you catch the Pokemon. A regular catch without any nice, great or excellent throw will get you 3 candy. With a nice throw you'll get 4 candy, a great throw will get you 5 candy and an excellent throw will get you 6 candy. Using Pinap Berries will double this candy as well, so you can get up to 12 candy and even more with a silver Pinap Berry. You can also Mega Evolve a Pokemon to increase the amount of candy, Candy XL and XP you get per catch. And as this is a Psychic type event, I would recommend Mega Evolving a Psychic type like Alakazam, Slowbro, God of War, Medicham, Latios, Latias or Rayquaza. And remember, Mega Evolving a Pokemon that is at the max Mega level will get you more candy, XP and chance for Candy XL. With Max Beldum being in max battles, if you do want more Beldum candy, you can gain some candy by leaving Beldum at power stops to help other trainers. It does seem like you can get a max of 5 candy per Pokemon left for the 1-star max battles, so you could leave multiple Max Beldum at power spots to get more candy. And if you leave them at 3-star max battles, you might get more candy. It does also seem like that you will be able to get Candy XL through this method for higher tier max battles. This is a good way to earn some passive candy from your max Pokemon. It's always worth doing showcases as well because they will give Stardust and XP just for taking part, and you'll get premium items like star pieces, lucky eggs, incense, etc. if you happen to win. It is also worth noting that you will be getting increased XP for going up friendship levels this season, so good chance to be doing that. And when it comes to candy, you will be getting 1 additional candy and a guaranteed Candy XL by trading Pokemon this season because of the seasonal bonuses. With a level 49 requirements of 35 platinum medals, here are some medals that are worth working on during this event. With all of the Psychic type spawns, it will be a good time to progress your Psychic medal. With event themed showcases, it's a good time to try for your showcase star star medal, which is the only way to get an encounter with PhD Pikachu. And with the increased chance of shiny Morelull from field research tasks, and the fact that it is a Stardust boosted Pokemon, it could be worth doing some of these field research tasks to work on your Pokemon Ranger medal. So with Beldum debuting in 3-star max battles, how exactly do you do these battles and how can you easily beat Max Beldum? Well, if you haven't got around to doing any Dynamax battles yet, you do need 250 max particles to join a 1-star max battle, and most likely you'll need around 400 to join a 3-star max battle. To get max particles, you can either walk 2 kilometers and claim them from your nearby menu, or you can collect them from power spots, which are where the max battles take place. You can only use Dynamax Pokemon in these battles, and you can get your first Dynamax Pokemon if you haven't already from the To the Max special research, or by obtaining 1000 max particles for the first time. 1-star max battles are very easy to solo, but 3-star max battles featuring Beldum might require a little bit more preparation. But to make this raid easier, there are a couple of Dynamax Pokemon available that you could use. As Beldum is Steel and Psychic type, it is weak to Fire, Dark, Ground and Ghost type attacks. Firstly, you could use Dynamax Charmander evolving to Charizard with Fire Spin and Blast Burn or Overheat if you don't want to use an Elite TM. The Fire type Max Move, Max Flare will be particularly effective. You could also use Dynamax Blastoise with Bite because it will have the Dark type Max Move, Max Darkness, which will be super effective. And lastly, you could use Dynamax Greedent with Mudshot and Crunch because both of these moves will be super effective against Beldum, and with the Ground type Fast Attack, Greedent will also have the Ground type Max Move, Max Quake. It also has access to Bite as a fast attack, which could be used for Max Darkness as well, which will be strong against Beldum. And with that said, which event Pokemon are worth focusing on during this event? Firstly, for the wild encounters, we have Ralts, and this Pokemon is well worth focusing on because Gardevoir is the 15th best fairy type attacker, ranked 8th as a shadow, and in its mega form it's number 1. Mega Gardevoir is also notable as a psychic type attacker where it's ranked 5. Ralts does also have another evolution, Gallade, which is available from male Ralts only, and Gallade is more of a Go Battle League Pokemon. It is ranked 61 in the Great League with 0-15-15 IVs, ranked 99 in the Ultra League with 0-12-15 IVs, and it's ranked 50 in the Psychic Cup with 0-15-15 IVs. It is also worth noting that Gardevoir is ranked higher in the Psychic Cup at rank 15 with 0-15-15 IVs, so there are a lot of reasons to pick up Ralts during this event. We do also have Inkay spawning in the wild, and its evolution Malamar is currently one of the best Pokemon in the Great League, where it is ranked 8 with 0-15-9 IVs, and it is ranked even higher in the Ultra League where it's ranked 3 with 3-15-15 IVs. And regarding the Psychic Cup, it's ranked at 5 with 0-15-9 IVs. Malamar also doesn't require any legacy moves to be at its best, so it won't cost you an Elite TM. And if you didn't already know, to evolve Inkay into Malamar once you have enough candy, you need to hold your phone upside down and then the evolve option will become available to use. And whilst Morelull doesn't have any meta relevance, it is a Stardust boosted Pokemon, so well worth catching it whenever you see it. It will also have boosted shiny rates when encountered from field research during this event, so if you are shiny hunting it, then I would recommend focusing the field research tasks. Hatenna is the new Pokemon for the event, and its final evolution, Hatterene, is a Psychic and Fairy type with a max CP of 3198. It has an attack of 237, defense of 182, and stamina of 149. Unfortunately, it won't be that strong of a Psychic type with its current best moveset, Psycho Cut and Psychic. It also doesn't seem like it'll have any relevance in the main Go Battle Leagues either, so it's probably worth just picking up and evolving for the Dex entry for now. Mawile doesn't have any meta relevance, but it is worth noting that it does have a Mega that is yet to come to the game. And when it comes to the raids, as all of the Pokemon will have a 10-10-10 IV floor from raids, you might want to do mirror trades to lower the attack IV for certain Pokemon in certain scenarios. Otherwise, I would recommend waiting until they are in the wild where they have no IV floor. But bear in mind that perfect PvP IVs do make a difference, but mostly at the higher ranks, and therefore you could use a Pokemon that have IVs that are less than perfect and still do well for the most part. So for the raid Pokemon, we do have access to Galarian Stunfisk, which is ranked 94 in the Great League with 0-12-15 IVs, and this Pokemon is fairly budget friendly because it doesn't require any XL candy for the Great League. Galarian Darumaka will be available, and its evolution Galarian Darmanitan is the 6th best ice type attacker. For the 3-star raids, Azumarill is available, and it is a staple of the Great League where it is ranked 9 with 0-15-15 IVs. But bear in mind that XL candy is recommended for this Pokemon to power up close to the CP cap, although this does depend somewhat on the IVs. Galarian Weezing will also be an option for Great League, where it is ranked 67 with 0, 14, 14 IVs, and it doesn't need XL Candy to power it up either. And in the Ultra League, it's ranked 20 with 8, 15, 15 IVs, and for this version it does want some XL Candy. Lucario is one of the best raids to go after because Mega Lucario is the second best fighting type raid attacker in the game, and it is the best fighting type Mega. Lucario is also a great Pokemon for Giovanni, with it having access to Power Up Punch to quickly burn through shields, and it has Force Palm or Counter to damage Persian as well whilst it's charging the charged attack. Groudon will be in 5-star raids, and it's well worth raiding because it is the 4th best ground type attacker, 2nd best as a shadow, and the best in its primal form. Groudon is also ranked 32 in the Master League, but worth noting that it can be tricky to build because it does want 2 legacy moves, Fire Punch and Precipice Blades, to be at its best. Mega Houndoom is an option if you haven't Mega Evolved one before, because it is the 3rd best Dark type attacker and the 19th best Fire type attacker. But if you have access to Mega Tyranitar and a Fire type Mega like Charizard or Blaziken, then it is less of a priority to raid. For the max battles, Max Charmander will be a good one to battle like I mentioned before, because Dynamax Charizard will be a great counter for Dynamax Beldum. Also, Mega Charizard is the 3rd best Fire type attacker, so a good opportunity to get a high IV Max Charizard. But remember, it does want Blast Burn to be at its best, so you could either keep it as Max Charmeleon until you can evolve for the move during an event, or you could use an Elite Charge TM instead. With Squirtle in max battles, it's worth noting that Mega Blastoise is the 7th best water type attacker, and Blastoise itself is ranked 51 in the Ultra League with 0, 12, 15 IVs. And much like Charizard, Blastoise does want its Community Day legacy move Hydro Cannon to be at its best. And it could be worth doing some Bulbasaur max battles because Mega Venusaur is the 2nd best grass type attacker and the 4th best poison type attacker. Venusaur itself is also ranked 84 in the Great League with 0, 14, 11 IVs, and it's ranked 94 in the Ultra League with 1, 15, 14 IVs. Note that Venusaur does want legacy move Frenzy Plant to be at its best. And lastly, I highly recommend going after Max Beldum in 3-star max battles because Dynamax Metagross will be a really strong Pokemon going forward in max battles, and Metagross is generally a strong Pokemon overall. It is the 11th best Steel type attacker, 3rd as a Shadow, and it will be even stronger when it gets access to its Mega Evolution in the future. Metagross is also ranked 53 in the Master League. Again, it does want legacy move Meteor Mash to be at its best. And with that said, if you did enjoy this video, then I recommend checking out these videos on the screen now, and I'll catch you in the next one.